What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Coffee with the Commish. Coming off of a sweep last night, very easy. 3-0, all three plays cash in the third quarter. Feels good to be back from vacation, have all of my screens and everything. But just going to dive right back into it today. Yesterday's results don't mean anything for today's bank account. You can see smaller NBA slate today, 6 games. First spot, we're going to go target. We're going to go to this New Orleans LA game, the 10:30 game, closing out the night. We're going to target Kawhi Leonard over 27.5 points. You can see as of late, roughly mixed results at this market number, but Paul George out of the lineup tonight as he continues to come back from the leg injury he suffered the other day. And you can see that when George has been out of the lineup this season, Leonard has been much more aggressive on the offensive end of the floor, cashing in 5 of the last 6 games that this has occurred. Tonight gets a favorable matchup against a New Orleans defense that has not been great against opposing forwards as of late. They've also struggled against guys who attack a lot in the mid-range. Leonard is at his most aggressive in that mid-range area of the floor. New Orleans ranks 16th in opponent field goal percentage in the mid-range across the last 30 days. Leonard over 27.5 points over at MGM. It's a great look for this evening. Second spot, we're going to go target. We're going to go to this Brooklyn-Miami game. You see the Heat hosting the Brooklyn Nets, and we are going to go to Tyler Herro over 2.5 3-pointers made. When we go and we look at his full season rate, you see 57% hit rate, 34 out of 60 games overall. As of late, 7 of 10 to the over at this number. It's not shown on this graph, but he's actually 8 for 11 to the over in his last 11 trips to the hardwood. In that span, you can see he's never had less than 2 made 3-point attempts, indicating that he's been competitive at this number every single time that he's taken the floor. Last 30 days, the Brooklyn Nets ranked 25th in opponent 3-point percentage. They've been abysmal defending the corner 3, dead last, 30th percent in that span. Herro has not, since February 10th, he's attempted at least 6 3-point attempts in all but one of his games. It's a good spot for him tonight, minus 130 over at DraftKings. Third spot, we're going to go target his teammate. We're going to go Jimmy Butler over 24.5 points. You can see his last 9 games. He's eclipsed this market number 6 times, with all 3 of these misses being near misses, a couple of them against teams that have been playing decent on the defensive end of the floor. Tonight gets a favorable matchup against that Brooklyn Nets defense that we just talked about. The Nets, they've been particularly vulnerable in the restricted area and in the paint. They are 25th in opponent field goal attempts in the restricted area, 22nd in opponent field goal attempts per game in the paint across the last 30 days. 2 areas of the floor where Jimmy Butler is pretty aggressive. 9.7 out of his 14 field goal attempts per game on the season coming in those 2 areas of the floor. Butler averaging 26.8 points per game during the month of March. Expect him to be aggressive tonight as the Miami Heat continue to do what they can to avoid falling into the play-in mix in the Eastern Conference. So just to recap, 3 plays for today, guys. Kawhi Leonard over 27.5 points. Get that over at MGM. Tyler Herro over 2.5 3-pointers made. Get that over at DraftKings. And then Jimmy Butler over 24.5 points over at FanDuel. Really, really appreciate all the support, guys. Again, back to our regularly scheduled programming. This is going to be out noon-ish every single day. It might take me a little bit longer, depending if it's harder to find some good plays on a slate that isn't super great like tonight. But if you find the content valuable, please like, share, subscribe, all of those good things. Would love to get to 250 subscribers at least by the end of the month. So best of luck, everyone. Hopefully we're back tomorrow morning recapping another winning day. See ya.